this world racing towards the mirrorless perfection, the AI enhanced images, there's something deeply, deeply grounding about the mechanical click of a film camera shutter. Today we're taking a closer look at the Nikon Fe2. Born in the 80s, the Nikon Fe2 might be the most balanced film body ever made. But how does it hold up in 2025? That's what we're looking at today. Is it still worth carrying in your camera bag? Let's find out. The Nikon Fe2 was introduced in '83. It was a successor to the Fe. It was Nikon's answer to photographers who wanted full manual control, but with the reliability of the modern technology in that time. It was built with the titanium shutter that travels vertically, and it got up to 1/4000th of a second. That was awesome in that time. Standout feature, even by today's standards. The Fe2 married tradition with innovation. Unlike the F series that you see over my head on the wall there, the F series was designed for like correspondence and for sports shooters. The Fe2 was aimed at enthusiasts. It was precise, it was fast, but it's not overwhelming. It was discontinued in 87, I think, yes. But it still has a cult status. Let's talk about why people still love this camera. The build quality. The Nikon Fe2 is built like a tank. Yet it's not heavy in the hand, but when you feel it, you can tell that it's made with metal, and that reassures you that it will not crumble in your bag. When Nikon made this, it didn't cut corners. This thing was built to last for decades, and clearly it has. The Fe2 offers aperture priority and full manual mode. That makes it perfect for the beginners who's trying to dip into film, and for the pros who like that manual control. And yes, the metering needle is awesome in this camera. Still one of the most intuitive metering systems ever made. Let's talk about that fast shutter. At 1/4000th of a second, you can shoot this thing wide open on a sunny day with no ND filter. And that's rare for a film camera. And combined with the 1/250th flash sync, even now, it beats most digital cameras till this day. The lens capability, the Fe2 uses the Nikon's F mount. And you know that opens up a whole array of Nikkor glass. From the classic AI glass to the AIS glass, you can pick a stellar lens and for the price of nothing almost. Of course, no camera comes without its quirks, especially a 40-year-old camera like this. It depends on batteries, and so do digital cameras. But it depends on batteries for nearly all the functions. So if you run out of batteries, you only can shoot at 1/250th of a second. So with film being so expensive these days, you need to carry some spare batteries. But if the batteries run out, you can still shoot, but just at 1/250th of a second. The electronics in this thing is pretty. It can be weak, especially if it hasn't been stored properly. So it is a 40-year-old camera. So if you're buying a used one, make sure that it's been stored properly. Check it out, because it's hard to service these cameras these days because they're not making the parts anymore. So it can be hard to service, or you can buy another one that's not working and use the parts from it for spare parts. Use it for spare parts to fix your camera. But that's something to think of when buying one of these cameras as well. The Nikon Fe2 has no mirror lockup, and the depth of field is pretty basic. So for macro photography, for astrophotography, that might be a deal breaker for some. Others, it might not matter. So what is it like shooting the Fe2 in 2025? Well, you know, with any film camera, film is like a niche these days, but it's coming back. The popularity is really coming back. And there are film labs still out there. This is not an overwhelming camera, but it has the right controls for like professionals if you like to be manual all the time. And for beginners, it has the auto modes for beginners. It teaches you exposure if you want to learn about exposure. This is a good way to learn buying a film camera, any film camera actually, but especially this one with the light meter being so intuitive and so easy to read. It's very fun to shoot. It slows you down. It makes you shoot with intention. That's with any film camera. And, it makes you think about your shot, because film can be expensive. Film is like $20 a pop these days. There is some cheap options out there if you're just learning, but if you're into film is very expensive. And this is a great camera to shoot it with, actually. So the Fe2 in 25 is a good choice, so you can check it out. Plus, the Nikkor glass. There's a lot of glass out there, and it's not expensive if you want to buy some vintage glass as well. In 2025, the Nikon Fe2 isn't just a camera, it's a time machine, a teacher, a companion for those who want to step outside the algorithmic perfection of digital and back into that raw, unpredictable poetry of film. This camera still is a brilliant choice. Yes, it has its quirks, but if you're looking for a 35 millimeter SLR that blends form, function, feel, the Fe2 stands tall among those legends. All right, y'all, that's my 2 cents with the Nikon Fe2. I'm a Nikon guy anyway, so I'm a little biased, but anyway, I love Nikon gear, and I'm loving this film camera. So if you want to get into film, this is a great one to check out, actually. I have other film cameras as well. Hope to do a video about that. But the Nikon Fe2 is a very nice, smooth film camera. It's affordable, and the light meter in this thing is great to shoot with. So it kind of makes it fun to shoot with. So if you're learning or if you already know how to shoot, this is a great camera. So good, I have 2. So that should tell you something. And the lenses there's a plethora of Nikkor glass out there. So check it out, all right? This is David Farabee with ER Photography. I'm here in Atlanta. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget, shoot with intention, and I'll see you on the next frame, all right? Peace.